How, like, again, how he just came out of the cut from a room that only has one entrance and exit, and he did not come from the way of the entrance. He came from the other way. Oh, what a dick, again. Yeah, Mr. Buttcheeks Man is on my, like, list of fucks that I'm tired of seeing. Along with, Alexander from Amnesia, who seeing one time was more than enough times.
This guy is so fast.
I guess it's the nudity. Run it off. Run off that hack to your gut.
Must be the nudity.
Just strangle you? Or, oh no, he stabbed you.
What a dum-dum. Elevator this way. Excellent.
Wow, he just fucked door open with his dick. Also, I like how he can, like, grab you and decapitate you instantly, but he has to, like, defense line on the fucking Seahawks, knock down that door, like, 8 times before he can get through it. Like, come on.
Come on now.
I'm not giving up on you.
Oh man. There you go.
Culture shock.
Yeah. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Crush yourself. Crush yourself.
Oh, well, this is... Wait, how the fuck did he get down to the floor below you?
I don't know. Bloop. Alright, what fuckface is gonna terrorize me on this floor?
Probably the guy with no teeth. Oh, also, this is good to know. So, orange
Gummer?
is just... What? Yeah, gum job.
Gummer? Yeah.
Gum job. Orange is still talking to me in Steam, and he was like... he asked how you were doing, and I told him that you were doing well and stuff, and I said you were also mocking me for being a sick pussy. And he's like, well, I read that this year's flu vaccine was for the wrong strain, and as a result it was totally ineffective against the one in the wild. So apparently people are real sick.
Did you get the vaccine?
God, no. The only time I got the flu vaccine one time, and I got the flu. Every other, whenever I never get the vaccine, my immune system's just strong enough, usually, for me to deal with it. Like that experience I was telling you about, where I was, like, delirious for 4 days from fever. That was the one year that I actually did get the flu, but didn't have the vaccine. At least I think that was the flu, because, you know, all the flu symptoms of flu, but, yeah, it was terrible. So... I like how, by the way, this whole process of, like, you getting the key was literally to murder Dr. Buttcheeks. Like, not actually get anywhere, but, like, just crush him with the elevator. That was it.
'Twas it. Which, you know, if I would have had a gun or something.
Yeah, or you could have just taken those big fucking urinal scissors from him and cut his fingers off, then, you know.
Joaquin, or whatever the fuck his name is a pacifist, though, so...
It's Miles. His name is Miles Upshur.
Thank God you survived. I feared that second. Meet me outside. We're close now.
Miles upskirt.
It's a very fancy. Thank God you survived. Yeah, no fucking thanks to you.
Yeah, no thanks to you and your bullshit.
Why didn't you and your invisible friend in the sky come help me before I got my fingers chopped off with those urinal shears? Asshole.
Those weren't sterile at all.
This isn't sterile at all! Except for, you know, maybe that's why they were in the urinal, right? Maybe he was... maybe he was just whizzing all over them. You know, to keep them
The
sterile.
wizard!
All of it. Murkoff took so much from us. Used us.
Murkoff.
Turned us into these...
Merkin off.
because nobody cares
Smirkoff.
about a few forgotten lunatics.
I'm gonna have a Smirkoff.
Burn the whole goddamn thing down.
Also, it just looks like Miles is always throwing the fucking shocker up when he puts his hands up.
Yep. Dr. Fuckface gave him a permashocker.
Guy, you did a terrible job at burning all of it. I mean, what did you fucking work in food services? Because you literally missed the entire rest of the building. There is one room on fire. One.
You had one job.
No, he had like half a job. I don't consider starting a fire a job. The fire's job is to be, you know, fire and burn shit down, and it spreads on its own. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot of extra help, and he couldn't even start a fire properly. Like, what a fuckboy.
Up, time for fucking
Lipless Mickey.
Butterball to make his weekly appearance.
Like the guys from Epic Mealtime took a big turkey and stuffed a bunch of fucking bacon inside its you know, big old hole, and then put it on the guy's neck, and that's what that dude's face looks like. A big old bacon stuffed turkey.
Don't forget the chains. It's like
Did
fucking
they pull a Tetsuya Nomura and
Jacob Morley.
give him fucking zippers and chains all over? Is he wearing Cloud Strife's battle pants?
Swearing a pair of the newest Jinkos.
Tell him to go fuck himself, choke himself.
Culture shock.
Culture shock, fuck himself, choke himself.
Culture croc. Legend of the Gabos.
Legend of Mario Batali.
Eh.
Culture croc, culture crocs, orange hair, orange shoes.
Ginger. Up. It's the end of me.
Oh, let's see how you get fucked with this time.
Not very cinematically. More like I ran into a Koopa Troopa as Mario style.
Did it. Boop. I can't do the. Oh yeah, he just squashed you out.
Squash me out, culture shock, fuck yourself. 2 valves. Half-Life 4 confirmed?
Well, you gotta get Half-Life 3 first.
Nope, that's the big reveal.
Portal 1 and 2 served as Half-Life 3. That's the... Because they add up to 3, right? Portal 1 plus Portal 2 equals 3, Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3 is going straight to Oculus Rift.
Yeah, I hope that never takes off. I mean, Nintendo already tried it with the Virtual Boy. Do you really think that it's like, oh, let's just do Oculus Rift now?
I'm not a huge fan of Oculus Rift, but to its credit, it has come a long way than Virtual Boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same concept, though. It's, you know, it's... I mean, when you're crowning... I mean, here's the thing. I'm fine for Oculus Rift working for other shit. You know, medical disabilities, or, like, controlling, like, you know, tiny robots when you're doing surgeries, you know, like, through camera... You know, all of the plethora of other applications. But in terms of applying it directly to video games, it's like, oh my god, let's turn Ocarina of Time, or what did they do, A Link to the Past, and modify it so that it's a first-person experience through the Oculus Rift. And it's like, oh good, so you made a game that's already pretty much perfect in its entirety, and turned it into a experience that just gives me motion sickness. Like, if I wanted to take Dramamine before I played video games, I'd just go get on, like, fucking sea vessels and, like, go crabfish or some bullshit and throw up all over the place. Like...
Well, that's the point. They need things that are developed specifically for the device, not porting Legend of Zelda.
Which is, again, but, like, that's how they try and prove that it's cool. Which is, like, why don't you just actually make something for it that's first person, but they
yeah, that necessitates it.
Yeah, like,
it's like, cannot be experienced any other way.
Yeah, that, and like I said, other than, like, the cool medical, you know, applications, and, like, all of the other cool applications that it has outside of video games, sweet, like, they can develop shit for that all day long. But I've yet to see one video game that's like, this cannot be experienced any other way, you know? Gonna come and rip your dick off. Gonna dong smash you, boy.
Yep. It's like he's pulling the leaves off a strawberry.
Dong game fucked up, boy.
I'll be your huckleberry.
Did he rip your heart out, or your limbs off?
He ripped my body from my head. He decapitated me.
Ah, okay. It's the reverse decap.
Right.
In fact, it's not even decap. It's whatever the removal of the body is.
That's correct.
What? Let me go ahead and Google search this so I can just get the NSA looking at me even more. What is the opposite? What is the opposite of a decapitation? Well, that would be putting your head back on, I guess.
You need the inverse.
Yeah, what is the inverse of a decapitation?
What if the body is the main body removed rather than...
Well, my favorite thing is I type into Google the inverse of a decapitation called, and the #1 response is literally just lowercase x, and then it takes me to some dtic.mil, and there's a bunch of shit talking about the inverse moments, a characteristic of functions with x, and then everything else is all math and medical. Maybe I should type in, what is it called when your body gets ripped
from your head?
From your head. Oh, this is a great one. So the #1 response, 15 most useless workouts ever. Because apparently ripped and body is going to dictate the Google search terms.
Pretty much, especially this time of year.
Yeah, and then the next one is, what happens if you fall into a black hole, and then 13 mistakes that make you look really stupid. So I think we may have to coin our own term for... Because I think the opposite of a decapitation would be a recapitation, which is when they put your head back onto your body.
That's what's going to happen to Ted Williams in just a few years.
When they figure out the
recapitation process.